Welcome to my YouTube channels. In this video we are going to learn about how to display all the student data whatever available in database to display in our Angular application. So we are going to cover this part today. We can say this is the select operation we are going to perform with Angular application. Okay, so exactly what we are going to do. For example, you register any student here, okay, and you want to see how many students are already registered in database. So you don't want to do anything, you just go to this tab and you can see whatever students are available in our database. You can see here, and we are going to populate this data in that place. So let's start now. Okay, so first of all you need to understood, for display the data you need one table format, definitely. But before that, just imagine, for example, you have lots of data in your database. So this is my database. I will show you. This is my table name, and in this table having those many data. If you see the table name SMS, Student Management System, this is the table name I have given, and this much data is already available in our Oracle database. Okay, and those data I want to display in our Angular application. So first, for example, you have a data in database, you want those data, then definitely you have one API, and API responsibility is to communicate with the database, because if you do the work with Angular, it is little bit difficult for the Java developers. So we are going to do with the Java API, we can say Spring Boot API. So I'm going to develop one more controller, one more method, and one more API. Those API is responsible to take data from the database and send those data to the browser. Okay, for example, go to my Eclipse, and here you can see in before video I already developed these methods. See this, at the rate get mapping a student, this is the get mapping, this is the post mapping. So you can put both URL same, but method is different. Okay, second is list of a student, we have to return through this method when a student repo dot find all having a data in database. Okay, so we are already written this method inside this student controller, so we no need to do anything. Okay, just save this. Okay, so we already have a one method, and those method responsibility is to take data from the database and display on the browser. So for this find all method we are using, and student repo, if you see here, it directly responsible to talk. So we are using JP repository. Student is a one of the model class, and through this model class we are fetching the data, and this is the model class you can see, and this is the annotated with the entity. So this is the table name, so directly it will communicate with the database. So for examples, I have this controllers and I want to hit this one. Don't worry, you just go to the browsers. Here you can search localhost 8080, because this is the port number 8081, I think. And if you hit, you can see whatever students is available in database, you can see here in your browser. So right now you are able to see those database data in your browser because of the API whatever I have developed with the Spring Boot. But you want this data in one of the particular format in your Angular application, then what you have to do? Nothing, you have to hit with Angular application this URL. Once you hit this URL, he given lots of the data of students, fetch this and display on your application. That's it. Okay, so for this I want to display all those data here. So I am going to use something like for example, if you want to fetch data from database, you use Spring Boot applications, and through this you are fetching the data. Okay, so we have a data, we got data in browser. So what you have to do in your application, go to your application. For example, this is your application. Go to the service class. Where is the service class? In down you can see student service.ts we have already created. Here you have already created one add students. It is working. You want one more methods, and those method responsibility is get all student, get all students, and here you have to write observable. So ob observable, and you don't want object, you want here list of a student. So you have to pass here a student array. You want a student array, so pass here a student array, and then after write this. So observable a student of array, right, a student of array, and inside this method you can return return this dot http client dot get. Whatever method having a in our application, you have to pass those method as it is. Okay, okay, why my camera is just stop sometimes here. Okay, get method, and inside the get methods, before the get method you have to specify कि I want a student array, and here you have to pass the base URL, and base URL is nothing but dollar, and here you can pass this dot base URL. That's it, and semicolon is required. You don't want to forget it. Okay, so get all students is able to fetch the data from the now our API. We already connected with this, so you just have to write the method, nothing else. Okay, so this is responsible to fetch the data. Now this data you want in list of controller component in HTML file. So you can't send data in HTML file directly. First, this data is you have to take in a student list component. So this method you have to call inside this list student list component. Okay, once you call this method, he return list of the student. Okay, so go to the list of student components, and here you have to create one student array. So for example, I want a students students students, and a student of array equal to array. So this is the empty array I created, and you want to call this student service method. So for this you want those object. So first private student service colon student service. That's it. Okay, you created this one student service, and inside this on ong on init you have to call whatever the method is available in student service. How you can call this? Just this dot student service dot get all student, and here you have to subscribe, and inside the subscribe you have to write data. This is called lambda expressions, and just store those data, whatever data he sends in students. You have already students array, so store those data directly here. That's it. So you fetch data from the database in your Java application. Java application send the data in your browser. Browser, it means you can say your application, your service, and service through you are getting the data in your component, and in this component, so this component you can read in your application, like student.list.component.html file, this file. Okay, how you can do this? So now data is available in this section. You want data in HTML. Right now it's not available in HTML, so you want in HTML. So if you want to display the data in one table format, so definitely you want one format. So for this format, go to the browser and search Bootstrap. Every time I am using Bootstrap only. It's a very good for me and for my understanding also. Here you search table, and once you got the tables, click on this, go down. He given some source code. Copy this source code. You don't want to do anything, just copy this source code. Go to your application, whatever you have a application, paste inside this application, and go to the browser. That's it. Go to the browser, refresh your application. You can see the data. You can see the data. This is the data, but I don't want this data. I want whatever the API is given the data, whatever we fetch data from the database, those data I want. I don't want this data. So for this, just go and remove. So this one section you want head, you want this section also, but you don't want this two extra. Okay, so remove as of now, and once you remove it, here you have to write like student ID. So SID, student name. So student name you can say, okay, student email, student phone number, student phone number. That's it. These are the data you have in database. You have to display here. So one more things you have to do in body part, you have to populate list of the student data. So in TR tab you have to write, it's a angular one variables. So just write like a star and a star ng for equal to, in double quote just write let a student of students, students of students. Students of a student. That's it. So you have already data, you fetch this data, you can display here. How you can display? Here you have to write y double times, because here why I am given double times. One is for the object and one is for the data. So I have to write here a student dot SID, okay, and remove this one, give double, and student dot s name S name, do it copy paste. Okay, name, then phone number, no email, then phone number. As phone number. Okay, that's it. These are the work you have to perform, and you can see all those data. Go to your browsers and you can see whatever data you stored in your database, you can see here. For example, I'm going to add one more record, and those record is nothing but I'm going to give some name 56. Here I will give Nana, and the student email is like na@gmail.com, and just give the some phone numbers. Once you give this and just click on register, data inserted successfully, go, you can see the 56 Nana and Nana details. So these are the techniques, and you already mentioned the redirect to the directly in this page, and you can see all the records whatever the students you registered just before. Okay, so this is the technique, you can do it. I hope guys you enjoy it and you learn something new to develop this project. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just doing fetching the data from database with our Java application through this one. Okay, and this is capable to communicate with your browser, and our Angular application is capable to communicate with our API. So I have written the code in service like get all students, here return HTTP client having one method get. He is able to communicate this base URL. Base URL is nothing but this one, http://localhost 8081 student. So this one, once you hit, you got list of a student. He returned this list of a student, where in student list component we are receiving this student data, and we are store those data in that place in this object, and this object we are trying to populate all those data in HTML file, this file. So we have created one, this is the one of the tag. Through this tag you can say let a student, students is a one of the variable. Here you can take anything, student s or anything of a student. Is this one is the, this word is nothing but whatever object you mention here. If this one is s2, then you have to make sure here s2. Okay, so those object, and this is a one of the variable. So one by one we are trying to store the one student in this student. स्टूडेंट से एक स्टूडेंट निकाल रहे हैं बस, तो एक लूप का काम करता है. ng for is nothing but it is a one of the loop. So he will take those data, students data one by one, and store in this variable student and try to display here. That's it. We are doing this work. Okay, so I hope you understood and you enjoy those things. So okay, one more things, I don't require this one. Why he's saying row? Okay, td and td, write this td. Okay, td. Go to your application, so it's look little bit better. If you want to do some modification in your tables, go to the Bootstrap. Here you can see what you want. Based on that you can specify. For example, I want to use this one. Okay, so just I will take this one. I will take this one and go to our application, and in the main tag I will give this. no worry about it. If you go to your application, you can see like different color. So this is the power of Bootstrap, and you can see everything in the one of the best way. So this is the SID column, student name column, student email column, student phone number column. So like that we have to develop all those application later. Okay, so our register students operation is completed, display list of student is completed, our router is completed. In next video we are going to add here one button is update or one is delete. So if you click on delete button, you can delete this row, this particular row. So if you want to delete any particular row, yeah, any record of the students, you can delete in one click. So I'm going to develop update. You can update also, you can delete also. I hope you understood, and we can see all those things in the next video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.